Hello, my dear beloveds. Welcome to Root Chakra Yoga. Today is Monday, so it's Muladhara Monday, and we are going to balance and strengthen our root chakra. So the Sanskrit word for root chakra is Muladhara, which means base and support. So our root chakra is the seat of our soul, the base of our existence, and it's associated with themes and concepts that are very integrated into basic survival skills and these primal instincts. So a few of them that come to mind before we start our flow are food, shelter, finances, and our physical body. So when these become out of sync and out of whack and imbalanced, then our root chakra is in out of balance too as well. And essentially nothing else can really work unless all those things are covered and we do them in balance and in a healthy way. So we're going to bring attention and awareness to our root chakra. And our root chakra is located at the base of our spine. So without further ado, roll out your mat. Get in a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana or easy pose, and close your eyes. Just listen to the sound of my voice and bring your attention and your awareness to the base of your spine or the seat of your soul. And this is where your perineum muscle is located, or they call it your mula bandha. And bandhas in yoga are these locks, these muscle compressions that we do in order to bring awareness to a body part or to channel certain types of energy or lock that electricity into our body. So again, bringing your attention, bringing your awareness to the base of your spine where your coccyx is, that is the last vertebrae at the bottom of your spinal column. And let's picture a red ball of energy at the base of our spine. And with every breath we inhale, that red ball of energy gets brighter and gets stronger and maybe spins a little faster and rotates and oscillates a little quicker. Bringing in that prana, bringing in that energy to the base of our spine, enhancing and growing and balancing our root. So let's start with a few mantras before we start our asanas. So again, constantly bringing awareness and our breath to our root. Let's start with, I am grounded. Next one, bringing in that energy, strengthening our root. I'm rooted. And one more. Inhale. I'm secure in the base of my soul. And again, every time we can bring our awareness and bring that breath to our root, just picture that red ball of energy at the base of our spine, being balanced and being strengthened. And let's tether ourselves to Mother Gaia and to the earth. So in our closed eye meditation, spine aligned, seated with your root chakra, with the base of your soul, with your perineum firmly onto the earth, onto your mat. Let's picture roots growing down from the base of our spine all the way down, deep, deep, deep through the floor, through the earth, through the bedrock, going to the core of the earth. And this is where our earth star chakra is located. And that is the chakra below our root that keeps us grounded to Mother Earth in that resonant frequency of 7 hertz. So Pachamama, or Mother Gaia, or Mother Nature, is this personification of the earth. And we want to connect to her and tether ourselves to her as we practice our root chakra yoga today. So picturing roots growing down from your spine down to the earth, securely fastening you to Mother Earth herself and tethering yourself to the core of the planet. And we're going to drink in that energy from the earth, bringing it up through our roots into the base of our spine, our root chakra. And they say our kundalini energy, this primordial life force that's coiled up at the base of our spine, is dormant, actually, in our root chakra, in our Muladhara. And so with every breath, with every ounce of that energy being brought up through our roots, brought up into our root chakra, that kundalini, that primal energy that's coiled up like a snake, awakens. And when we awaken that with our breath, inhaling, invigorating our root, it travels up our spine. But we're not going to have it travel up our spine and go through all the chakras today. We're just simply going to bring awareness to our root, strengthening and balancing that chakra, that energy center alone. Now, if it's hard for you to understand what chakras are, chakra in Sanskrit is wheel. So it literally means wheel of energy. They essentially believe in a spinning wheel of energy, a spinning ball of energy at these places. And what you can scientifically alliterate this to is the electrical impulses along your spine through the synapses of your nervous system. And there's clusters of these nerve endings that have a little more electrical energy than the rest of your body. And so there's 7 along your spine, 7 main ones. And the first one just sits at the base of your soul, the base of your spinal column, and is what essentially supports you. And so we're going to strengthen that through different asanas, and again, using our visual meditation and bringing our awareness via our breath to those spots. So without further ado, you can open your eyes, and let's swing our legs out behind us for our second yoga pose of balasana, or child's pose. Again, constantly picturing that red ball of energy at the base of your spine, and we're going to have our toes touching, our knees mat width apart, and let's just slowly sink our hips down onto our ankles, opening up ourselves to the earth, keeping ourselves tethered and grounded, and then slowly walking our hands out, sinking our chest down to the earth. It's a very grounding pose. We find vulnerability as we get closer and sinking into the earth. And you can just picture yourself maybe sinking a few inches down into the soil, or down into the sand, or whatever sort of earth element you want to picture. You can always picture yourself in a forest. I like to use forest sounds when I do root chakra yoga to channel the element of earth, which is associated with root chakra and the color red as well. So let's hold this for 4 to 6 breaths. Just constantly bringing awareness back to our root, strengthening our connection to Mother Earth. And finally, you can place your third eye onto the earth, and you can use your third eye to visualize your roots below you, connecting you to the core of the planet. And just breathe. Accepting that energy, accepting that love from Mother Gaia, from Pachamama, from Mother Nature herself, the earth, where we've all come from and we'll all return to when we pass. Just deepening our stretch with every exhale, creating space in our hips, in our back, in our shoulders, melting into the earth like lava, like rocks that are liquid. Picturing that red lava melting you into stone, creating your foundation, strengthening and fortifying your base. Great job. And on our next inhale, let's slowly walk our hands to the right side and stretching our left side body. And let's breathe for a few cycles of breath here on the right side. One more. And exhale, slowly walking your hands back to center. Great job. And on our next inhale, let's walk our hands all the way to the left side, stretching our right side body, opening up ourselves to Mother Earth, allowing for that deep earth frequency to heal and restore and rejuvenate our root chakra, balancing it, making it a little bit brighter red with every inhale. And we're going to hold this for a few cycles of breath as well. Great job. And on our next inhale, let's slowly walk our hands back to center. You probably feel a deep soreness in your legs and your hips. Again, this is normal. Just breathe through any sensations of discomfort. And let's peel our third eye and our chest off of the mat, out of the earth, out of the ground. Let's be birthed from this element of earth. Walking our hands back up to our hips and then slowly bringing our hips off of our ankles, and let's walk our legs to neutral tabletop. Great job. Let's untuck our toes. Looking at our posture, let's keep our legs parallel to the length of the mat, making sure all 10 fingers are spread like starfish into the earth, rotating the eyes of our elbow to the front of the room. And then finally stacking our hips over our knees, stacking our shoulders over our elbows, and finally over our wrists. And then for final full expression, you can just have your gaze neutral down at the ground, at your fingers. And let's just hold this for a few cycles of breath here, finding stillness, finding strength and stability. And again, bringing that attention awareness back to our root. Every breath, it grows a little brighter and a little stronger, connecting us more to our foundation and the sense of ourself, this universal energy, this primordial energy of kundalini that we all can share and connect with, no matter what we look like and no matter where we all are in life. Just breathe life into your root, into the base. Great job. Doing phenomenal. And let's engage in some cat and cow. So I'm going to rotate so you can see the inflection in my spine. So from neutral tabletop, we're going to do cat. So we're going to arch our back up into the heavens, sagging our head down, holding this for a few cycles of breath. And exhale, sag down to cow, dropping our belly down to the earth, shining our third eye and our head up to the heavens. So it's really good to bring awareness to our root as we're inflecting our spine, inviting oxygen into our vertebrae. That's how our vertebrae gets nutrients, by the inflection and the movement and the stretching of our spine. Feel free during cat and cow to make any movements you feel is necessary for your practice today. Again, inhale cat. And exhale cow, sagging our stomach, dropping it to the earth, shining our head. And let's do a few of these at your own pace. Great job. Y'all doing great. Now let's come back to neutral tabletop. And then I just encourage you from neutral tabletop, let's activate that base and that spine a little more by making big circles with our hips. Just feeling it naturally. Just moving into our hips, bringing awareness to our physical body. They say that your legs, your feet, your toes, and everything up to your navel essentially is part of your root chakra. So as we do these large circular motions, bringing that energy, bringing in that electricity into the base of our spine, just continuing to picture your red ball of energy. Sometimes you'll feel a sensation of tingling or goosebumps. There's different feelings and sensations for everyone when you bring awareness to your root. It could be a warm tingling of the spine. It could be a deep soreness or a sensation of discomfort. Sometimes it comes in the form of emotions, either sad or happy emotions. There's a lot of emotional memories stored in our muscles, and our legs being the biggest ones. Sometimes there's a lot of emotion stored in there. So just anything that arises provokes such an emotional response, just observe it and let it go. And feel free to rotate in the other direction as well, making sure we find balance in both directions. Again, this is a personal practice, so feel free to just move how you want. Invite some happy, healthy movement into your lower half of your body. Just listening to yourself and making it your own. Let's do a few more rotations either way, making sure we do an even job on each side. And then when you're ready, let's come back to neutral tabletop position. Great job. Again, activating all 10 fingers into the mat. Let's push up for our first downward dog of the class. So tucking your toes, sending your hips up into the air, and melting your chest into the earth. Feel free to give yourself a generous bend in your knees. It's the first downward dog of the class. You can walk out your legs, walk out your dog, pulsing your hamstrings. We're going to rotate to the side so you see the full bodily movement. This is a type of inversion yoga. Anytime our heart is above our head, inversion yoga is really good for bringing oxygen and nutrients to your brain, giving your heart a good workout, pumping that red blood all over your body. Good job. And then when you're ready, let's round out to high plank, strengthening your core, activating it, straightening out your arms, creating a flat back, activating, tucking in, and let's go to Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank, slowly dropping back down to the earth, getting closer with the element of earth and Pachamama, elbows tucked into your side. Great job. And then let's just fully relax, releasing all tension onto the earth. And you can keep your arms to the side. And let's just place our cheek down onto the earth. And just relax. Find stability, find stillness in our pronate pose. Just breathing and relaxing. let's inhale, bringing our cheek to the other side, placing it down to the earth, and breathing into this as well. And then when you're ready, let's bring our hands back to the sides of our chest, raising our head a little higher. And on our next inhale, let's slowly just raise up slightly bit off the ground for baby cobra. And then exhale, third eye back down to the earth. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, baby cobra, slightly shining your chest. Breathing in, and then exhale back down to the earth. 1 more time here. Inhale, baby cobra. Great job. And then exhale back down to the earth. And on our next inhale, let's shine up, full upward facing dog. And then for full expression, zippering our legs together, coming up off of our thighs. Feel free to make some slight movements left and right, opening up our lower and upper back. Again, no sharp pain is desired, just low, dull sensations of discomfort. Bringing awareness to our physical form, our body and our legs. And then when you're ready, let's exhale, downward facing dog, pushing up with our hips, tucking in our toes into the earth, spreading all 10 fingers into the earth, and melting our chest down into the earth. Again, giving yourself a generous bend in your knees, and feel free to pulse out your legs, walk out your dog. Great job. And then when you're ready, let's round out to high plank, Phalangasana, and exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Elbows tucked to your side. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. And this time, let's walk our hands and our feet together for forward fold or Uttanasana. And let's just let everything go. Release that energy back to the earth. I'm going to hold this for 4 to 5 breaths, really opening our lower back. I'm going to rotate to the side so you can see the full posture of this pose. This is Uttanasana or forward fold. You want to hinge at your hips, sinking deeper into the earth. You can give yourself a micro bend or a generous bend depending on how tight your hamstrings are. And just bring that awareness to your root, right here, located at the base of your spine. Your legs are all part of your root chakra. Your root chakra is huge, just containing all this lower physical mass. So we just want to bring love and sensation to it. You can feel free to touch it, just running your hands across your legs, maybe touching your feet and your toes, wiggling your toes, activating all 10 toes into the mat, into the earth, pressing firmly. Let's lean a little bit more forward. And for full expression, you can put your hands underneath your ankles or for a bigger challenge, behind your legs. And you can ragdoll your Uttanasana, your forward fold, by grabbing opposite elbows and just swaying side to side, opening up your lower back. Again, picturing a red ball of energy growing stronger and brighter with every breath, with every movement, making you a little more connected to your body and to your physical form, understanding how it works, bringing awareness to the sensations of your legs, in your lower body. Sending love, and that strong red passionate energy to the lower half of your form. Great job. Maybe releasing the hands one more time, bringing that earth up through our body into our root. And then let's go up to halfway lift, flat back. And you can either keep your hands on your shins, avoiding pressure on your knee. You can also place them on your thigh. And again, just creating a flat back. So this is Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Breathing, finding stillness, maybe leaning a little more forward, maybe activating our toes, making sure our feet are parallel to each other, knees slightly bent. Great job. And exhale, release, forward fold, back to Uttanasana, back to Mother Earth, grabbing that energy from the earth, and let's bring it back up to our spine, leaving it at our root, leaving it at our Muladhara. And then we're going to go all the way up to Tadasana. So this is another really grounding pose. It's essentially standing, mountain pose or Tadasana, leaving that energy at our root. Let's have our hands travel up all the way to the side. Inhale, finding strength and stability in our mountain pose. Bring our arms overhead, palms together, and then bring those palms back down. And instead of heart center like we usually do, let's bring them back down to our root. And let's just have our hands hover over our root chakra area. And let's just charge that energy within our root chakra. Picturing that red ball of energy expanding with every inhale. And then maybe contracting a little bit within our exhales. Expanding as we breathe, giving us life, electricity, energy to our root, supercharging it, activating. And exhale, contracting, releasing anything that no longer serves our root. Great job. Inhale, expand that red ball of energy. And exhale, contract. With every inhale, it grows a little bigger and a little stronger. Great job. Just flowing and oscillating, finding strength in our mountain pose and our Tadasana. And then when you're ready, let's bring our arms overhead for upward salute. So this is Urdhva Hastasana. So you want your arms parallel, pinkies slightly inward, keeping your knees bent slightly, tucking in your hips, activating your core, shining your chest up. Arms parallel to each other. Great job, pinkies slightly in. And for full expression, we can keep our gaze up ahead into the heavens. Holding this for a few cycles of breath here. Great job. And then when you're ready, let's cactus our arms for a slight back bend, Padarangasana. Want your elbows bent 90 degrees. Great job. And inhale, upward salute. Arms parallel to each other, pinky slightly inward. And exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, sending it all the way down to the earth. Great job. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, forward fold. This time planting our palms. Let's go to high plank. Making sure all 10 fingers are spread and activated. And then from high plank, let's do Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low. So keeping your elbows tucked in, exhaling, continuing that journey all the way down to the earth. Slow, controlled movements, great job. And then inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, tucking your toes, sending your hips into the air, downward facing dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana. Great job. Now our next inhale, let's walk our hands and our feet together, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. One more time before we go up to mountain, slowly. Vertebrae by vertebrae, head, neck, and shoulders last, going up to Tadasana, mountain pose. for our grounding earth element strengthening pose of Tadasana. Let's just take a moment here to check in, maybe closing our eyes, reintegrating our intention for today's class, finding strength and stability in our feet, firmly placed onto the earth like a strong mountain, nothing making us fall, making us falter, or bringing us down. Our root strengthened and secured, our sense of self fortified in the base of our soul, the root of our existence. Again, just breathe into that stability, breathe into that stillness as the mountain does. Just finding strength, stability. Great job. A few more cycles of breath here. Like a wise mountain, like a strong, old stone, unmovable, unbroken, untouched. Great job. On our next inhale, let's bring our arms overhead, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, planting your palms, high plank, Phalangasana. Continuing that journey all the way down, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Great job. And let's just come back down to neutral tabletop. And just giving ourselves a moment to check in with ourselves and our body, listening to what our body is saying, giving it the attention and the awareness we need, constantly bringing that energy and that focus to our root, the red ball of energy at the base of our spine, tethering us to the earth, keeping us strong and connected. Just finding gratitude and love for your physical form, no matter what it looks like, no matter what level you're at. Your body is beautiful, and you are the way you are because that's the way you need to be. And just appreciate yourself, whatever form you're in now. No judgment, just observation. Just noticing who you are and what you look like. I'm loving that. Great job. Then we're going to come back down to another balasana or child's pose. So toes touching, knees mat width apart, slowly sinking our hips back onto our ankles for our second balasana or child's pose of the class. And then let's walk our hands out in front of us. And notice the difference between this child's pose and the first one. Are you a little more open? Are you a little more grounded? And let's hold this for 3 to 4 cycles of breath. Just connecting our third eye with the element of the earth, with Pachamama or Mother Nature herself. Two more breaths here. And on our next inhale, slowly walk our hands back to our legs, peeling our chest off of the mat, off of the earth, and then finally bringing our hips off of our ankles and walking our knees. Let's come to neutral tabletop again. Great job. Y'all are doing phenomenal. I'm so proud of you. Smile because you showed up to class today. And you're treating your body right, giving it the love and attention it deserves and that you need. Very proud of you. So let's do some leg strengthening exercises. I'm going to rotate so you can see full range of motion what I'm about to teach you. So on our next inhale, let's bring that right leg back up for a kick into the air behind us. And exhale back down to the earth. Let's do this a few more times. Inhale, bringing that right leg up into the earth, up into the air, and back down to the earth. A few more times. Inhale, raising it up, and exhale back down. Inhale, kicking that leg into the air, and exhale back down to the earth. Great job. Let's do the other side. Inhale, kicking that left leg into the earth, into the air behind us, and exhale back down to the earth. Inhale, left leg into the air, and exhale back to the earth. A few more times. And here, inhale up, and exhale back down. Great job. I'm going to do some fire hydrants, taking that right leg and kicking it out to the side. Inhale, and exhale back down. A few more times here. Inhale back up to the side, and exhale back down. Great job. Once more. Inhale, and exhale back down to the earth. And now onto our left side, kicking that leg out to the side. Inhale, exhale back down. Inhale out to the left, exhale back down to the earth. And once more, inhale that leg out to the side, and exhale back down to the earth. Great job. And then when you're ready, let's kick our legs out to the front of the mat. We'll do some core strengthening exercises before we do the last final poses, and then our final Shavasana. You guys did it. You're almost done with class. Great job. So let's press our feet into the earth, activating all 10 toes into the mat, bending our knees, giving it a 90-degree angle bend, and slowly exhaling, squeezing in our stomach, lowering back down to the earth, bringing that navel into your spine. And then for full expression, you can bring your arms out parallel to the earth, or if it's too painful or intense, you can put your hands to the side or behind you for support. Either way, you want your core to be strengthened, bringing that awareness to your core. And let's just hold this for a few cycles of breath. Great job. And if you want a bigger challenge, lower a little more backwards, lowering to the earth. Great job. And on our next inhale, let's bring our right leg up into the air, pointing our toes out to the front of the room, and exhale back down. Left leg into the air, pointing it to the front of the room, keeping it parallel to the earth. Exhale back down. Right leg up in the air, parallel with the earth, pointing that toe, and back down. Exhale. Inhale, bring that left leg up, pointing that toe parallel to the earth, and exhale back down. Let's do a few more times at your own pace. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Great job. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then let's slowly release all the way back down. Just taking a moment here to relax, releasing all tension. And then when you're ready, let's bring our legs up into the air for happy baby, grabbing the insides of our ankle. And then we can just roll around, rolling left to right, massaging our lower back, pressing our feet and our legs into the earth, really stretching and opening up our legs, all part of our root chakra. And then putting yourself into a ball, hugging your legs and your shins into yourself and rolling around. Great job. Picturing yourself now as that red ball of energy, maybe like a stone or a rock, and just compressing, fortifying like a gem under pressure in the earth's mantle, becoming stronger and more sturdy in our physical form. And then when you're ready, exhale, release to Shavasana or corpse pose for our final relaxation. Letting your hands hang to the sides, your feet relaxed in front of you, closing your eyes, just releasing all tension in your body and listening to the sound of my voice as I guide you deeper and deeper into the earth. So as you sit there, bringing your attention to your root once again, picturing yourself now traveling down through these fortified roots that we created and going down into the core of the earth ourselves, past the stone, past the dirt, past the lava, feeling the heat, feeling the pressure of internalizing, of becoming closer into the core of the earth, becoming maybe liquid, maybe lava-like, or becoming a gem like a diamond, compressed, perfectly structured. Either way, channeling that earth energy, connecting with the core of the earth. Let's just breathe in, healing our bodies, strengthening our root, becoming simultaneously one with the earth, our home, our mother, where you all came from, that we all share together as one conscious being. And every inhale, we breathe in that earth element, fortifying our root. And every exhale, releasing what no longer serves us. All of the pain, all of the suffering of having a physical body. And inhaling that love from the earth, a deep, dark red color. And exhaling, releasing back to the earth, letting it be recycled back into the earth. And every inhale, we bring in that love and that light from the deepest parts of the core, maybe looking black or dark brown or a deep, dark crimson red. Whatever you connect with, whatever you want to picture it. Just picture that grounding, low vibration of 7 hertz aligning you like a tuning fork. The vibration of the planet. A few more breaths here, just really feeling supported, feeling secure, grounded inside the deepest parts of Mother Gaia's womb. Continuing to picture that red ball of energy at the base of your spine, but now in its brightest form ever. Like a glowing red ball of light, just perfectly balanced, perfectly spherical. Opening that red sphere of light, aligning to the earth's crystalline core, bringing in that earth energy into your own, keeping you tethered and connected no matter what emotions arise, no matter what sort of sensations of discomfort or pain, suffering may arise in your life. You are always connected, you are always grounded, you are always supported. Before we come out of the earth's core, let's roll over to one side, out of corpse pose, into fetal position using your bicep as a pillow. And let's just continue that gestation process, that rebirthing process. Now that we've died to our old form, we are about to be reborn from the earth core itself. So in this fetal position, one of the first yoga poses we ever do, as a fetus in our mother's womb, we are also now a fetus in the womb of the earth herself. Let's just breathe in that red, passionate energy into our whole entire body, not only our root chakra, but our entire physical form, strengthening our bones, strengthening our muscles, strengthening our ligaments and our fascia, every cell and being in our body being supercharged by that electricity, by that resonant earth frequency. Great job. Every inhale, we rebuild our bodies. And every exhale, we rebuild our mind. Every inhale, rebuilding our bodies. Every exhale, rebuilding our minds. And then on the next inhale, let's rebirth ourselves, coming out of the earth's core, back up to the surface. And every exhale, releasing, making ourselves a little bit lighter, no longer letting anything hold us down. And every inhale, coming back up to the surface. And then on our final exhale, let's just release that last final thing that's holding us from being our truest self. And with that next breath, just let out a tone. Rewriting the architecture of our DNA into our newest, brightest strength and self. And then when you're ready, using both hands to push up off of fetal position. Now that we're reborn, back into seated pose, back into Sukhasana, cross-legged, spine aligned, red ball still sitting there, even brighter than ever at the base of our chakra, base of our soul, our root chakra, our Muladhara. Let's do a few more mantras and affirmations here. On the next inhale, repeat after me. I'm grounded. I am rooted. I am safe. I am secure. I have a healthy relationship with money. I have a healthy relationship with my body. I have a healthy relationship with food. And I love my root. I have everything I need to be happy, healthy, and secure in this physical world. And release one final time with your breath and your exhale. I'll give it back to the earth. And then on our next inhale, just picture your roots untethering from the core of the earth, coming back into your own root, your own base of your spine. Knowing that you can connect whenever you want to Mother Earth, but right now, you have everything you need in your own root, your own base. You can go travel and transplant around for your day or your week. You'll still feel grounded in your own sense of self. And then when you're ready, opening up your eyes, smiling, and exhaling. The light, the love, the same earth in me is the light, the love, and the same earth in you. Namaste. Have a blessed day. Have a strong, secure root. I love you. Thank you so much.